This is Peter Drury, and it is a real joy to say that I'm joined here by the distinguished analyst of our game, Mr. Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Have appointed this master tactician. What's your expectation?
Listen, this is all the ingredients of being a cracker. I just hope I haven't jinxed it by saying that.
Just soaking up the pre-match atmosphere here as we wait for things to get started. Won't be long now before we get through the formalities. A warm welcome, one and all. So, the lineups. So it's down to business here. Well, Richard Goff's in the side today, and it's hard to argue that he is one of the finest centre-backs to come out of the Scottish game.
Yeah, I got to go along with that. When you look at his achievements and his longevity, the figures speak for themselves. And of course, he's a man who many look to for inspiration and leadership. Really solid guy.
Gets on the end of it. Keeper is right behind it. Zinchenko. Lovren. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. He's on a charge, but he's on his own for now. Tries to hold on to it, but he's not having it easy. Zinchenko. That's good intervention. Things could have got far worse than that. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Jay Idzays. Calvin Verdonk. Jay Idzays. Well positioned to make that interception. It's on a plate! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Yeah, and any dozy attackers, and that's what's going to happen. You need to stay alert with this defence.
Quick ball forward. Zinchenko. Yarmolenko. Romani. Good strong hand by the keeper. Straight at the keeper. Tries a pass forward. He's taking on the lot of them. He's had a shot! Gets rid without sophistication. And now the breakaway. Izquierdo. Zinchenko. Cuts it out. Calvin Verdonk. A chance to play it in. Lovren. Into the box. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
Well, that was a nice ball from the wing, but they failed to make the most of it.
Lovren. Yarmolenko. Well won, that's good play. Dix. Jay Idzays. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Calvin Verdonk. Keeper's got his work done. Yarmolenko. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. In towards the middle. And that really should have hit the net.
Well, he showed great desire to get his head to that, Peter, and the crowd certainly approved. Just listen.
He's got the ball, he's got the space. And he's done very well to deal with it. Played into the middle. Tries to hold on to it, but he's not having it easy. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise. Yarmolenko. Zinchenko. Lovren. Gets on the end of it. I've managed to get it away. Zinchenko. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Yarmolenko. Zinchenko. Yarmolenko. He's left his man. And there's the end of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Look, let's be honest, they've really struggled to create clear-cut chances here, let alone score. Surely the second half gets better.
Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Lovren. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. He can get that clear. Lovren. Whistle's gone, that for offside? Yes it is.
Have a whole host of players queuing up to run beyond the high defensive line.
Calvin Verdonk. Zinchenko. Yarmolenko. Lovren. Tries to hold on to it, but he's not having it easy. Keeper's ball. Zinchenko. Lovren. Romani. Dix. Looking to get within range. Dix. 60 minutes played. Yarmolenko. Zinchenko. Now surely! He's picked him out. That intervention was very necessary. Zinchenko. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Lovren. Oh, given away! With a definite foul there. Lovren. He's playing here on the flank. Great leap! And he should have made it 4.
Well, he eluded any potential markers with a nicely timed run and header, and he very nearly made it count.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Dix. 75 minutes played. Crosses into the area. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise. Zinchenko. And they're at him in a flash. Gets good distance on it. Dix. Drives it towards the front. Goes for a sweeping cross. Oh, just wide. Dix. Oh, great chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Not a lot more he could have done with that one. Great try.
Mencoba. Into the channel. Oh, he's going to be upset with himself there. Set up beautifully by a pass that warranted a better finish.
He did brilliantly to get a shot away from there.
Surely this will be the last chance. He's through the middle. Looking for a decent ball in. Well, they tried to walk it in and they come away with nothing. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That was lovely. He didn't even stop to think about that, and it deserved a goal.
Yarmolenko. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's ended in a draw, craft and graft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. An intriguing contest and a result which at least partly satisfies all.
Look, to be honest, this wasn't a great game. Both teams unable to find the net. They just cancelled each other out.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. This is Peter Drury, and it is a real joy to say that I'm joined here by the distinguished analyst of our game, Mr. Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Have made a major appointment here. What's your take on it?
Yeah, I think once we saw the lineups, this was fairly predictable.
Of all the grand stadia in world football, none more impressive than this. The crowd wait to offer them a red-hot welcome. So the two starting lineups. So it's down to business here. Well, Richard Goff's in the side today, and it's hard to argue that he is one of the finest centre-backs to come out of the Scottish game.
Yeah, I got to go along with that. When you look at his achievements and his longevity, the figures speak for themselves. And of course, he's a man who many look to for inspiration and leadership. Really solid guy.
And out to safety. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Josip Ilicic. Calvin Verdonk. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
That was lovely. He didn't even stop to think about that, and it deserved a goal.
Kurtic. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Yeah, and any dozy attackers, and that's what's going to happen. You need to stay alert with this defence.
Josip Ilicic. Oh, flags up. He must have been offside.
This defence is so well organised, Peter, and reliable. Offside is almost a given.
Josip Ilicic. He's off on a marauding run. Gets rid without sophistication. Camera. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Looks to slip it through. And they've been given a corner. Hoisted towards the area. And he should have made it 4.
Well, he knows more than anyone what a great chance from close range. And that header really should have been in the net.
Very keen on the aerial route.
Look, if you're good at it and instructed to carry on doing it, then you find a way of making it work. And they are.
Showing up brightly down his flank. And the keeper barely had to move. Kurtic. Camera. Dix. Calvin Verdonk. Now surely. Plays it back. Calvin Verdonk. Kurtic. Gone back to the keeper.
A great block there, and it's a throw-in.
Romani. Josip Ilicic. Camera. He spotted the run and played him through. Drives it in. No luck this time.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the service. They've just been very wasteful in the air.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Hosselu. Camera. He can get that clear. Calvin Verdonk. Camera. Tries to get some whip on it. Whistle goes, he's been given offside.
Must have thought he was in with such a sharp turn. Unlucky, but clever thinking.
5 minutes before half-time, and it's level.
Kurtic. Hosselu. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Josip Ilicic. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. A real chance to break. Oh, a very decent attempt.
They have players in their side who can hurt teams from distance, so there has to be a concentration on stopping that.
Josip Ilicic. Camera. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think you have to say the scoreline is a bit flattering because they're just not using the width of the pitch. It's all too narrow for me, and that must change.
Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Hosselu. A chance to play it in. Time to deliver. Camera. Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
I just thought that was a great chance and he should have made more of that header.
Agreed. Calvin Verdonk. Camera. Jonathan. Looking to play it into the box. Oh, this looks promising. Got to make this count. Takes aim with a cross. Oh, the cheek of it. It would have looked even better had he found the net.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the service. They've just been very wasteful in the air.
Josip Ilicic. Kurtic. Romani. Schüller. Romani. Gets into some space. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
Camera. Kurtic. Dix. Almost an hour gone. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Camera. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Yeah, and any dozy attackers, and that's what's going to happen. You need to stay alert with this defence.
Tries a pass forward. Josip Ilicic. Kurtic. Turns and goes back. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Kurtic. Camera. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, I'm kind of anticipating this to be quite a bruising encounter, Peter, with passion and emotions and a demand to assert some authority and control as early as possible.
He's through the middle. Kurtic. Hosselu. Oh, that probably deserved better. Camera. Kurtic. Calvin Verdonk. Just about up to 75 minutes. A chance to play it in. Camera. And he's escaped his man. Can hoist it clear. Kurtic. Camera. Dix. Jonathan. Pings it out wide. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, look, they're clearly very keen to prevent him from taking the physical higher ground. They're fighting fire with fire.
Crosses into the area. Oh, good work. He was quick to see the danger. Josip Ilicic. Shula. Tries to locate someone up front. Dix. Romani. No joy, but a decent try. Hosselu. Camera. He's picked him out. And he's there to make a great save. Shula. With the crossfield ball. Camera. Surely this will be the last chance. Camera. Kurtic. Calvin Verdonk. Jonathan. Looks to clip it forward. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Gets it into the middle. Tries to hold on to it, but he's not having it easy. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Picked it up, and here they come again. And the shot! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
I just thought that was a great chance, and he should have made more of that header.
Agreed. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
After that performance, the defenders on both sides can deservedly pat themselves on the back. They were absolutely rock-like at the back.
Look, to be honest, this wasn't a great game. Both teams unable to find the net. They just cancelled each other out.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us. I'm Peter Drury, and next to me here, my regular commentary partner, whose extensive knowledge is well known around the world, Mr. Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's a real urgency about the team today. Get themselves a win and they qualify.
Of all the grand stadia in world football, none more impressive than this. The crowd wait to offer them a red-hot welcome. So the two starting lineups. The action has already started. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Gets rid without sophistication. Calvin Verdonk. Gone back to the keeper. That's Kane. Looking for space out wide. Fires from distance. He's taking on the lot of them. Takes aim with a cross. And out to safety. Kyle Walker. Saka. Rice. Saka. Gallagher. Jude Bellingham. Jonathan. Rice. Saka. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Tries to hold on to it, but he's not having it easy. Rice. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Keeper's got his work done. Anthony Gordon. Jude Bellingham. Looking to play it into the box. Place it into the box. Oh, good work. He was quick to see the danger. Dix. Jonathan. Dix. Gallagher. Jude Bellingham. Gallagher. That's not going to make it. He's through the middle. Rice. Stones. White. Gallagher. Jude Bellingham. Gallagher. Jude Bellingham. And that's a real chance missed.
In this sort of form, he could score a hatful today.
It's a yellow card here, a booking. Having waited for the ball to go out of play, the referee came back and pulled him up for that fairly atrocious tackle.
Saka. Romani. Gallagher. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. He's gone long. Gallagher. Jude Bellingham. Looking up to see who wants it. And the shot! Just sails past the upright.
I just thought that was a great chance and he should have made more of that header.
Agreed. Calvin Verdonk. It's on a plate. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Well, they won't be pleased it's taken so long to get their first attempt on goal. They'll need to improve on that.
Defenders on the back foot. Hits one! He's off on a marauding run. Jude Bellingham. Anthony Gordon.
Still level, but just 5 minutes to go to half-time.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Rice, Gallagher, Jude Bellingham. Jonathan. Kyle Walker. Rice. Saka. That's Kane. Steered in. Tries to hold on to it, but he's not having it easy. Now that was quite some save. And we are up to the break.
Well, it's not the best of days for the supporters, that's for sure. I think they'd love to see some goals here, and I'd like to think that the game will open up in the second period.
Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. And the action is back on the way. So deadlock still as the second half begins. Gallagher, Jude Bellingham. And the shot! Goal! A finish right from the top draw!
There's just not a lot more you can say about a midfielder like that. His play is full of class, style and great goals.
No second invitation needed. Hit it true and unerring. A screamer. Deadlock broken. It's 1-0. He can get that clear. It's on a plate. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think he catches it really well, but there's no accuracy in that.
Absolutely. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Driving on, he could shoot here. Rice. And they're at him in a flash. Calvin Verdonk. Rice. Alexander-Arnold. Gallagher. Rice. Romani. Now a chance to break. And he's escaped his man. Keeper's ball. Stones. White. Alexander-Arnold. Anthony Gordon. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Plays it out to the flank. Into the middle. Well defended, stood up well to his man. Quarter of an hour into the second half. It's being played forward. Goes through the middle. No luck this time.
Not a lot more he could have done with that one. Great try.
Jude Bellingham. Rice. So who's he picking out? It's on a plate. Rice. Jude Bellingham. Stones. Jude Bellingham. Kyle Walker. Rice. He's gone long. Kyle Walker. Saka. Anthony Gordon. Jonathan. They've decided now is the time to make their final change.
Well, it's certainly not what I was expecting at this point. Could be running out of options.
Clears it out of harm's way. Just a whisker away.
They can be a bit trigger happy in trying their luck from range at times, but it's a threat that can't be taken lightly.
That's Kane. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And the through ball is intercepted. He goes long. Crosses it. Jude Bellingham. Gets rid without sophistication. Anthony Gordon. Tries to dink it in. That was a matter of inches.
There wasn't a lot of movement for him, so I think he had to have a go.
Gets on the end of it. And it's hoisted clear. Izquierdo. Gallagher. Alexander-Arnold. Rice. Looking to get within range. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there. In towards the middle. It's a loose ball. And the shot! Cleared without complication.
Jonathan.
He's still got it, needs help. And he's there to make a great save. Gallagher. Rice. Palmer. Into the channel. Looking for space out wide. He's taking on the lot of them. Size all around the ground. Horrible miss.
You know, he's managed to fire a decent shot in there. Better look next time.
That's Kane. Gallagher.
Jonathan.
Romani. He's left his man. It's hit the upright.
I just think he's on fire today. That was a great strike.
Gets it, and now what? I thought that was a good, honest attempt, but he's not looking happy.
Not one of his best efforts, but I've seen a lot worse.
Palmer. Goes long. Against the crossbar. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
Despite all the high expectations, you have to admit such a poor display simply didn't warrant a place in the final tournament.
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second half goal. That's what cost them.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim and a very good afternoon to you.